It's time again for another session of Enverus Subsurface Studio Pro Tips, where my goal is to help users in ESS work smarter, not harder. Today, I want to introduce some exciting new functionality here at Enverus, Fusion Connect. Users with PRISM Fusion Connect can pull in proprietary data to add to their company's PRISM dashboards, breaking down the barriers between teams. Plus, we have an easy way to pull proprietary data from ESS, your GG&E sandbox. First, within ESS, users can generate well scalars from their proprietary data and easily export in PRISM Fusion Connect format. So let's take a look at this exporter here. Access the export menu, well data, export well zone scalars, Enverus PRISM Fusion Connect. Here, users can select a well list, zone, and scalars to export. Give it a name, and then export that to CSV. Noting at the bottom of each one of those columns, there's a search bar to help you find that data. Once that data is exported in CSV, and log into PRISM via enverus.com to access PRISM Fusion Connect. Once you're in PRISM, click the Data Manager icon in the upper right. Once in the Data Manager, click here to join CSV to data source. And find your CSV and then drag and drop it to the entry box. Once added, join the data to the wells in PRISM by their API columns. So I'll just click Join here. I can join the API columns. Once I've made all my selections, click Save in the lower left. Once you click Save, it's going to save it in your company's PRISM Fusion Connect environment, so other people on your team will be able to use it. Be sure to actually give this data, a meaningful name so others can find it. And you can see that in the upper left. I can redo the name there, and I can give that data a name so it's easier to find. And then I'll press Update, so it'll update that name in the PRISM environment for your company. So once complete, we'll return back to PRISM to see that newly loaded data. Click Edit Order Layers and create a custom layer. Once the data source is selected, plot the scalar as well lat long, and then color the data with the drop-down and select the importer scalar's name, and then click Save. Once this custom layer is added to your PRISM map, filter the layer from the panel as needed. Notice that we aren't seeing that data on the map view just yet. Looks like the wells and laterals are covering them up. Toggle the layers on and off from the map with the eye and reorder the base map layers as needed. You can do that in the upper right of that little box there. So see, I can just reorder my layers as needed so I can see the data that I just added to my map. Also in PRISM, add a widget to the dashboard to interactively filter that custom layer that you've loaded via the PRISM Fusion Connect. In this case, I'll just use data, I'll plot it in a scatter plot, and I can look at operators by peer group and then that EUR data that I imported. But notice that there are lots of plots and data to explore. Give this a try in your Enverus Subsurface Studio project and PRISM Fusion Connect dashboards. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Got questions? Want to learn more? Email me at robin.marchand@enverus.com or click here for more information about Enverus Subsurface Studio.